So apparently, I am dumb because I thought, okay, I thought that we saw all of the options because it listed the options, and it's not like it only showed one option. No, it showed two options, and I assumed there were two because I'm stupid. But no, here's what you gotta do. You're gonna go through here, your heavy footsteps, all this stuff, legal fees. Don't forget Foxy. Play Five Nights in Pete. Who the heck is Pete? Denver busted. First of all, no, I'm not playing FNAF fan games. I am garbage at FNAF. Any FNAF game other than World and Pizzeria Simulator, I am garbage. I will never make it past night one. I am not playing a FNAF fan game outside of these books. These books are the only FNAF streams you're going to get from me. Now, you go through the door on your right. Okay. You hide under a table. Okay. Keep waiting. Okay. Head straight to the restroom. Okay. Replace the first bulb. Okay. Inspect the sink. You get... Oh, wait. Nope. I inspected the sink at the wrong time. You replace the first bulb. Okay. You inspect the sink this time. Why? Okay, when am I supposed to inspect the sinks? I forget. Am I supposed to inspect the sink before the bulb? Whatever. You inspect the sink at some point to get the chewed gum. Replace the first bulb. Listen at the door again. You hide in a stall. If you have paperclip, use it. Now, right here is the problem. See these two options? See these wonderful two options right here? They are both going to kill you. You're supposed to turn if you have chewed gum and want to use it. This isn't the only time I've only been presented with two options. So I thought we only had two options. But no. You're supposed to use the chewed gum, so let's use the chewed gum. You pull the wad of chewed gum from your pocket and pick lint off it. It's still soft and slightly sticky. You wedge it into the door lock and the door stays closed. You sigh with relief and crouch in the toilet, tucking your feet under you and out of view. The restroom door creaks open and bumps against the wall. Someone is there, waiting in the doorway. Waiting, watching, waiting. Somehow you manage to remain perfectly still, and eventually, whoever it is, leaves. Now, we have two options. According to this guide, we have two options. Note that there have been so many times we only had two options, and I only saw two options. I didn't know we could use the chewed gum because I only saw two fucking options. Okay. Shall we open the door and look outside, or should we peek under the stall?
Peek under the stall.
Okay. We're going to peek under the stall. You lower yourself gently to the floor of the stall, freezing any time you make the slightest sound and waiting for a moment before you continue. Soon you are lying on your belly, grateful that the restroom has been so thoroughly cleaned. You peer out from under the door. No sign of the metal legs and feet of Foxy's exposed endoskeleton. From here, you can glimpse a sliver of the restroom hallway and beyond that, the dining area. All is quiet. You lie there for a few more minutes to be sure you're alone and to settle down and catch your breath. That was too close. You're getting nervous about being outside the security office with its cameras and door locks to make you feel, well, more secure. But before you can head back there, you need to finish your job for the night. You stare up at the second broken light bulb. You are the only thing standing between me and home tonight, you say. So I'm talking to inanimate objects now, and myself. That's awesome. You've been through a lot already. Gee, you think? You're tempted to leave now, knowing that someone on the day shift will have to replace the bulb and fix that bathroom door if you don't. But like you said in one of your training videos for the restaurant, you can't spell team without M and E. After the bite of 87, you heard some of the staff twist that around to you can't spell team without MEAT. You didn't much appreciate that. People deal with tragedy and loss in their own ways, sometimes with humor, but hey, at least it shows that they were listening during orientation. Now, see, right here, we only see one option. That would make me want to turn the page to see the other options. Because guess what? We have 3 again. Actually, no, we have 2. We have 2. We have 2 options. Again, 2 options. Should we replace the second bulb or take a look inside the second stall?
I don't know.
I say we look inside the second stall. What do you say?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Let's look in the second stall. The close call with Foxy has you on edge, jumping at shadows and constantly glancing over your shoulder. You're pretty sure the second bathroom stall is empty, so why do you hear hoarse, gargled whispers coming from inside? I don't know. Why would we? It's not like Freddy's is haunted. You can't make out the words, but it sounds like someone is reciting poetry, or a song, or a children's rhyme? Or maybe it's a jingle from a TV commercial. Something something stains, something something remains. It's probably an ad for laundry detergent, but where's it coming from? You pull the door toward you slowly, empty, or not quite. A ballpoint pen is lying on the floor at the base of the toilet. You don't know how the cleaning crew missed that, but you're definitely going to shove it in their face. You step into the stall and retrieve the pen. The door of the stall bumps closed behind you. Your pulse quickens as you imagine yourself being trapped in here, but you force yourself to turn around calmly. That's when you see the words written on the inside of the door in scribbles in ink. It's me. Weird. You'll have to leave a note for the crew to scrub that off first thing in the morning. And you'll be sure to suggest to management that they add no vandalism to the list of rules. You exit the stall and go to replace the second light bulb. Add ballpoint pen to your inventory. I think I will, thank you. Ball. Point. Pen. You replace the second light bulb even faster than the first. The later it gets, the more danger it is to be outside the security office. You haven't been watching the cameras, but you have to assume all the animatronics are walking around now. With the bathroom once again bright and cheerful, you can head back to safety. But getting there will be very unsafe. You return the step stool to the maintenance closet and dispose of the old burnt out bulbs in the trash. You glimpse your reflection in the wide mirror. You look terrible. The light reveals deep shadows under your eyes. Transitioning from the day shift to the night shift is already starting to fatigue you, making you question what's real and what isn't. At least it's only for a week, and then you can rest as much as you want before diving back into your job search. A position is opening up for a security guard at your daughter's school, and you really hope you get it. But middle schoolers can be just as difficult to handle as animatronics. In some ways, Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy are just big, terrifying kids. You hope you don't run into any of them on your way back to the office. Better hurry, your shift is almost over. Should we leave the restroom right away, or should we listen at the door?
You listen at the freaking door.
You're itching to get moving, but you press your ear against the bathroom door to listen. It sounds quiet out there. You grab the handle and are about to open the door when you glance down. Faint light from the dining area seeps in from under the door, but it's interrupted by 2 shadows. Those could be feet, you think. Really big feet. The moment stretches out for a long time. Your knuckles are white, you're gripping the door so tightly. But then the shadows are gone, and you hear footsteps moving away. You've been breathing shallowly this whole time, worried you'd be heard, so you take in a deep breath. It's now or never. You sneak back to the security office without encountering any more animatronics. By the time you get there, it's 5:45 a.m. Your shift is almost over. You check the cameras. To your relief, Bonnie, Chica, and Freddy are all present on the stage, and the curtain is drawn at Pirate Cove. Previous night watchmen have reported the animatronics behaving strangely, but like everyone else, you dismiss their wild stories. Sometimes people fall asleep staring at the camera feeds and they imagine things, bolstered by the old rumors and stories. The mind can be a funny thing, making it hard to distinguish hallucinations from reality. Now you feel bad for not believing them, and you know that if you tell others about what happened tonight, they won't believe you either. Perhaps they would even discourage you from talking about what you've seen. You would never do anything that would harm Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. You've put too much time in, put so much of yourself into your job, and you're practically a part of it yourself. You never pictured yourself leaving, but it seems like the best time to go, especially considering everything that happened tonight. Just 4 more shifts left. You can do this. Should we tidy up before the end of the shift? Sit down and wait? Or if we have with a bonus item? We don't have the bonus item, I know that. So should we tidy up or sit down and wait?
I'm gonna tidy up and die.
Tidy up. You start putting the security office back together the way it should be for the next shift. You toss all the garbage from the desk into the trash can. The sight of those food wrappers and soda cups sets your stomach growling. You haven't eaten in at least 6 hours. You clear out junk from the yellow lockers at the back of the room as well, including a year-old packet of toaster pastries that you choke down anyway because you're that hungry. Yum. You return to the desk. 5 minutes to go. You click through the cameras. The animatronics are still where they belong. Already, the events of the night are starting to seem like just a bad dream. Your attention falls on the poster behind the TV. Celebrate! It implores in bright bubble letters above a group photo of Freddy, Bonnie, and Chica. These lovable characters couldn't be capable of the horrors you just experienced, could they? Maybe you've just been misinterpreting everything. This place can have that effect on people when it's late, and you're tired and hungry, and lonely. You stare at the image while moving your head from side to side. From some angles, it looks like there's a bulge in the paper. Before you can investigate, a red light starts blinking on the telephone. Should we investigate the poster, check the phone, or wait for the end of the shift?
What was the last sentence before deciding?
Before you can investigate, a red light starts blinking on the telephone.
I'm afraid of the telephone. It's gonna be phone guy and he's gonna distract you.
Mom, we're phone guy.
No, we're security guy.
No, Mom, it has been confirmed this is phone guy. We're playing
Okay.
this. Because remember, phone guy was the night guard before Mike.
This is scary then. That's scarier. Who the hell's calling? The call is coming from inside the building. We only have a few minutes left, right?
Yeah,
We only have to survive a few more minutes.
yeah.
We're gonna sit tight. Just keep looking at all the stuff. Just wait.
You watch the clock on the desk as the numbers flip over from 5:59 to 6 a.m. Yay! You survived your first night at Freddy's! Woo! All is quiet as you leave the security office and pass through the restaurant. You step outside and take in the fresh, cool air, happy and grateful to be alive. Even the early morning light seems too bright after the darkness of the pizza place. You lose all sense of time in there, since most of the windows are in different parts of the restaurant. There isn't a cloud in the sky. It looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. Too bad you'll have to sleep through most of it once you send Capilli off to school. And then it won't be long before you're back here for your second night. Who knows what that will bring? You lock up the restaurant, wave goodbye to the sleeping animatronics inside, and head home.
There you go.
When you get home at 6:30 a.m., you wish you could go to bed, But your day isn't over just yet. Now it's time for your second but most important job, parenting. This one is full time and pays nil, but you wouldn't have it any other way. However, getting your 11-year-old daughter Capelia up and ready for school is more challenging than anything Freddy Fazbear's Pizza could throw your way. You peek into her bedroom and see her still snoozing peacefully. Books are scattered across her bedspread and on the floor, and an open one lies on her chest, rising and falling with her steady breathing. She was clearly up late last night, reading as usual. You laugh a little when you see drool in the corner of her mouth and a damp spot on her pillowcase. I wish I had a camera, you think. So you study her a little longer, trying to hold on to this memory for later. You go into the kitchen to make breakfast, intentionally banging pots and pans around as you cook eggs and bacon. You can't help but think of Chica, and you force the thought away. You're off the clock now, and you will not let the animatronics live rent-free in your head. The combination of Capelia's alarm clock and the aroma of bacon is enough to wake her. She pads out into the kitchen in her rocket ship pajamas, hair a tangled mess, and her face lights up when she sees you. Miss me, huh? You say, twirling your spatula. No, I just love bacon. So much. She gives you a hug. And by extension, the person making it for me. You laugh. But seriously, I missed you, she said. While you were sleeping? Especially then. I never sleep well when you aren't home. I hate leaving you, but it's just for this week. She sees the concern on your face and puts a hand over your mouth. Dad, I didn't mean to guilt trip you. I'm fine, really. Mrs. Andrews always looks in on me, and she hears everything that goes on around here. That's an understatement, you smile. You're grateful to have someone close by to watch the house when you're away, but you've never worried that Copelia will get into any trouble on her own. If anything, she's keeping an eye on kindly Mrs. Andrews, who had sadly lost her own daughter at a young age years ago, and has been overprotective of the neighborhood kids ever since. Copelia reaches for the tray of cooked bacon. You slap her hand away. You're not getting one slice of bacon until you're dressed for school. She sticks her tongue out and disappears into her room. Copelia comes back in record time with her hair neatly tied in a ponytail, a bedazzled purple t-shirt, tights, and a jean jacket. She sits down and you put a heaping amount of bacon on her plate that she immediately starts shoveling into her mouth. How was work? She asks. Uneventful, you lie. Sounds like my dream job, she says. Sitting at a desk in the middle of the night pushing buttons, I would catch up on so much reading until boredom kills me. You would not be killed by boredom at Freddy's, you say, and promise me you'll never work there. She laughs. Okay, sure. Now, how was your day? You catch up with each other while you eat breakfast. Then she notices the time on the Kit Kat clock that jumps up. My bus! She shoves another piece of bacon in her mouth and grabs your backpack by the kitchen door. She rummages around in it. Crud! You have a pen? I have to finish my homework in the bus. You raise an eyebrow. Why didn't you do it last night? Because I couldn't find my pen. Keep up, Dad. If you have the ballpoint pen and give it to her, remove it from your inventory and clear it. We do have the ballpoint pen. You grab the pen from your pocket. Here you go. Don't lose this one. You toss it to her. She catches it expertly. She should really be on a sports team, but all she wants to do is read, tinker with projects in the basement, and play the Sega Genesis. Good kid. She's a great kid, you think. I don't know how I got so lucky. Thanks. She looks at the pen. Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Employee of the Month. Don't you have like a drawer full of these? You're the best worker there, not that the bar is that high. Hey, give me back my pen. Nope. She twists the pen and discovers there's a screwdriver inside. Wicked. Yeah, you probably shouldn't be bringing that to school. You stand up. I'll find you another pen. The bus honks outside. Too late, gotta go. She runs to the door. A moment later, she runs back and gives you a kiss on the cheek. Love you. And then she's gone, with your pen in hand. You already miss her. At least working the night shift doesn't take away your time together, though you don't like the idea of leaving her home alone, even under the sometimes too watchful eyes of the neighbors. Just 4 more days. You yawn and head to bed. Mm-hmm. And that's the end of night 1. We finally made it through night 1.
We survived. Woo!
Only took us damn near an hour. Fuck.
8 days and 7 scores ago. Or
Uh-huh. Fuck. Okay, that's going to do it for today. I think we're done streaming today.
Good night, my lovelies.
Adios.